Hi, Gino. This is Charlotte with The Athletic. Just how are you feeling? And so sorry to hear the news.
I feel great. I mean, I don't have any symptoms. So it came as a complete shock to me, obviously, and to our medical staff. I mean, we've been testing every single day. Including when we were at, obviously, Mohegan. So, who's to say? I don't know. But I feel good. And I'm really, really happy that that our players are going to get a chance to go down there tomorrow and start preparing to play in the NCAA tournament.
Pat.
Coach, how is this going to work in terms of preparing game plans, UNCD distance, being distance? Are you going to leave everything up to her, or are you guys going to have like a Zoom call every day? Or and were you surprised that they put you on Sunday, Tuesday, which means that you couldn't get down there for the second game as well?
You know, I thought that we would be. I thought we would be in the Sunday, Tuesday bracket no matter what. I knew that going in. You know, I've been in enough NCAA tournaments to kind of have an idea of when they want Connecticut to play. You know, we weren't trying to influence the decision any which way. You know, we were just whatever happens, happens. And yeah, I would love to be, instead of 21, 23, I would love to be playing the 22nd and 24th, so I could get down there for a game. But at the same time, our coaching staff, we work pretty well as a group, and we talk, and every day, and we'll talk every day before we set up whatever practice situations we're going to do. And I have complete confidence and complete trust and faith in, CD and Shay, Marissa, Shay, CD, and Jamel. I'm an innocent bystander right now, so I'm just going to sit back and watch them do their thing. And CD is undefeated in tournament play, so I don't think you can get a coach that has a better record in the tournament than she does.
Doug.
Hey, Geno, just kind of going off that, how much can you yourself actually do while you're away from the team, and just, what do you plan to do? I guess that's my question.
Well, I mean, you can only do so much. I mean, you're not there, you're not on the court, you're not, you're not hands-on, obviously. But you can, our program is our program. We've been doing this since October. I don't think anything's going to change in the next 10 days. We have a certain routine. We know what we do. This is how we do it. We know how to get ready for teams. So, I'm not worried about that part. I just need them to win 2 games so I can get down there and try to help out on any games after that.
Alexa.
Hey, Geno.
Hey.
Have you been able to talk with the kids at all, or just, I don't even know what you can say, but what did you say to them? And especially with such a young team that has had so much thrown at them over the last, few months, what was your message, I guess, to try and get them to stay even keeled as possible?
I know it does seem like it's one thing after another, and it's been a lot for a young team. I don't know if we're the youngest team in the tournament. I haven't checked, but I'm sure we're pretty close. So an awful lot has been, thrown their way for them to handle. And they've handled it great. They're more disappointed that, that I don't get to travel with them, and be with them than, I think they just like when our whole team is one group, whether it's players, coaches, support staff. We travel as like a band of gypsies, and we're all together all the time. And they know, so when I told them, I was just thrilled that we could, we could at least get down there and start the process. A lot of our players that played on first of all, the players on our team this year, Olivia and Liv, and I'm not sure a couple years ago with Avina, I imagine they played in the NCAA tournament.
She played 3 games.
Yeah. So we really don't have a lot of NCAA tournament experience, so all this is brand new. So we just have to kind of do what we've been doing all year, just roll with it and see where it takes us.
Bob.
Geno, what are your thoughts on your bracket, and are you surprised the Big East only got 2 teams in?
I was afraid of that. I really was. I was really afraid of that. The way the Big East tournament played out, I think there were a few things that happened at the end of the year that hurt some of our teams. I do think that we have 4 or 5 teams that are good enough to be in the NCAA tournament. You can make a case for, not just Connecticut and Marquette, but DePaul and Villanova and Seton Hall and Creighton. You can make a case for all of them. You watch the way Creighton played in the tournament. But unfortunately, there's some things you have to do during the course of the season and then in the tournament that can, keep it out of the guessing and should we not put them in? And unfortunately, that didn't happen. But that's, this conference has had a lot of teams in the past, and next year, this was a strange year. And next year we'll be back to 4 or 5 teams back in the Big East.
What do you make of your bracket?
It's like every other bracket.
Did they get it right? Did they do a good job with it, you think?
It's hard. You look at every bracket and it's hard. I mean, we play High Point. Okay, that's the first time we've ever played that. usually it's somebody from up here, somebody that you say, well, in 30-some years, we played them twice or three times. So I don't think we've ever played High Point unless, I'm already getting affected and I forgot. I don't think we've ever played High Point. Second, I wouldn't want to play Syracuse or South Dakota State if we were undefeated, number one in the country, and we were playing at our place in front of 20,000 people, and they only got to bring in 5 players. Those teams are hard to play against. So that's going to be an incredible matchup. The only thing that makes me happy is that if we win the first game, we don't have to play both of them. We only got to play the winner. So, and then having Baylor in there, I'm not surprised at all. So you could say, wow, they're a really great number 2. Well, so's Maryland, so's Texas A&M. There's a lot of really, really good teams in the tournament this year, and all the brackets are hard, and they're supposed to be hard.
Dom?
Yeah, hi, Geno. Could feel better.
Yeah.
You alluded to it a couple of answers ago, but one of the strange things about these times is that you're a program that's been in the Final Four so many years in a row, goes into a tournament with so little tournament experience on your roster, right? 9 or so players that have never played in the tournament. Can that in some strange way be an advantage that, they don't know enough to be nervous? This group seems to be like that. You talked about how they've invigorated things, but this group is just, they handle anything that's thrown at them because they don't know what normal is. They've never experienced.
Yeah, it's funny, Tom, that you asked that. I got a text from Crystal Dangerfield earlier today, and we were talking, and she said, this group seems to be, fun to be around. They seem to get it. She said, not like the knuckleheads you had to coach last year, huh? And, I started laughing, because we always talk about how good players were when they used to be here. But I said, we have a lot of young players, and they don't know enough. They don't know enough to know what they don't know. So they're going into this tournament for the first time, and they don't know what's out there. They don't know what it means. They don't know what it's all about. They've read about it. They've heard about it. I mean, obviously it's something that they've all wanted to be in, but it may. What do they say? Ignorance is bliss, right? I mean, I hope we're full of blisters. I hope we got enough bliss to last us 6 games.
We'll go to Carl and Roger to wrap it up.
Geno, a lot of talk about what the Arkansas loss meant to you guys, but another thing that happened around that time frame was that you inserted Nika into the starting lineup. How much change has that been made for you, and particularly on the defensive end with her and how well she's played actually all around?
I was going to say, I don't know exactly when that change occurred. I don't remember. I just knew that we needed to get a little bit better at on the perimeter. We need to get a little bit better defensively on the perimeter. We needed to get a little bit more aggressive in transition. I was concerned, that Nika would make enough shots, because she hadn't been shooting the ball great for the longest time. And since she's been in the starting lineup, you're right. There has been an incredible change in the look and feel of our team, and how aggressive she is in defense, how hard she competes, how difficult she makes it for point guards, her tenacity, her grit. And then you throw in that she's become, someone that you're going to have to guard her on the 3-point line, because she's going to make just enough of them to make you disappointed you didn't guard her. And she has a little bit of an attitude to her. She has a little bit of an edge. And I've never seen a great player that didn't have it. And she has it. And I love that about her. So I don't remember exactly when it happened, but you probably, if the Arkansas game, if that's true, I just think she's made a huge impact on our team.
Roger?
You mentioned it a little bit, but could you just talk about the faith you have in your coaching staff, the continuity you have there, all that experience, and how you really won't miss much of a beat with those guys there running the show?
Well, you have to think that way. I mean, otherwise they shouldn't be there. We ask the players all the time, you have to be ready, because you never know what might happen. And it's, next person up, let's go. And in this case, it's, a coaching situation. Hey, last time we had 6 freshmen on our team, we won the Big East Championship at Seton Hall. I think it was Megan Patterson's freshman year, I want to say. And CD was the coach, because I was in isolation. It wasn't COVID isolation, but it was a dumb mistake isolation made by the University of Connecticut. So it's ironic that we're back in that. And then I missed the Big East tournament when my father died, and I missed the whole tournament. And CD was the coach, and we won. So believe me, I have absolutely no. If I'm going to worry, I'm going to worry about the other team and the fact they're really good that we're playing, and I'm going to worry about are our kids ready mentally to play, because it's their first time. But I'm not going to worry about whether or not our coaching staff has prepared them and will coach them in a championship manner. That will not be one of my worries.
Okay, we'll finish up with Alexa and Paul. No other questions after that.
Geno, can you explain how basically the release said that you were last in close contact with the team on Friday, you tested positive Sunday, but because everyone had continued to test negative, that it was okay for them to go to Texas tomorrow? I don't know how much you know about the science behind that, but can you explain what was the rationale for the team being okay to go, even though on Friday you did see them?
I don't know the rationale behind that. Our medical staff does. So I just go by what they say. I just know I tested negative every single day for the last 12 months, and we came out of Mohegan and I tested negative every single day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning, I got one negative and one positive. And according to the medical staff, the whatever they call them, the viral loads were so minimal that the chances that I would transmit that to anyone is highly unlikely. And at practice, we do a pretty good job of making sure we're not, we're making sure we're wearing our masks. We're making sure we're not, spending time in close quarters with the players. So, we try to do everything right. And, our medical staff is really good. Janelle, Dina, they look through the whole thing. They go back, they watch tape, they do this, they do that, they talk, interview. And I'm extremely fortunate that I'm the only one affected by this. Hey, my wife Kathy's been testing every day because she was in the bubble with us at Mohegan, and she tested again today. So if anybody was going to have it, it was going to be her. Although, I could say probably more times when she don't want to be within 6 feet of me than my player. So she'll be safe the rest of her life, probably.
All right, and we'll go to Paul to wrap it up.
Hey, Geno.
Hey.
Just to kind of follow up on that, you talked about how surprising this is. I'm sure you've just been retracing your steps, thinking, just how you've been living. And after a year of this, it must just be bewildering to you. Is there any point you can think of there you've been in contact with anyone or anything?
It is absolutely, that's a good word, bewildering, After 12 months and everywhere that I've been, whatever I've done, nothing. And then, a month ago, I get my first dose of my first vaccine. A month ago. And everything's negative all the time. And then last Wednesday, I get my second one. Now, I know that doesn't kick in for another 2 weeks. I know that. And then all of a sudden, boom. So that just goes to show you, to everybody that's listening, you have no idea with this thing. You have no idea where, when, how. I haven't done anything out of the ordinary that I've done at any other time this year. I didn't all of a sudden go on spring break, I didn't go to Florida. I didn't all of a sudden go on a, motorcycle retreat to, Montana or something. I didn't do anything. I've just kind of done what I do. So I have no idea. If I had to trace it back, and it's a Friday and Saturday, I have no idea. Zero.
Did you walk out of that second shot strutting a little bit and feeling like, okay, I'm, feeling good. I finally vaccinated and, life's going to go back to normal?
Yeah, well, they tell you right away, they tell you, hey, listen, this is going to take a couple weeks. So,
yeah.
Don't run around and think that you're, home safe. But, it's like anything else. You have to go into these things with the understanding that these are meant to be protection. But, nothing in life is 100% foolproof. We all get a flu shot, or we all get, something, during the winter, and some people still get the flu. The whole thing, though, is I think if I hadn't gotten the vaccine, if I hadn't done that, and then I tested positive, I might be really, really, really sick right now. And I feel really, really good. So I'm glad I got the vaccine. I'm glad I got the first one. I'm glad I got the second one. And if there was a third one, I would get the third one. That's how convinced I am that it's helping me.